God and to the pastor and angel of this house,
Amen.
the officers, my board chair, Lemuel Thornton, friends. We have an opportunity to discuss this second chance, second Sunday concept about a year ago, I guess now, Deacon. And the Bridge was the first church to kind of take it on as a project. So this is our second time here doing this. Does it need to be on? I have to talk loud. Got it. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Got it. So I really thank them for that.
Amen.
Stepping out on faith on a project, because I have some crazy ideas sometimes. I'm kind of visionary kind of guy. And they took it on, and it was a concept that I found out about from a friend of mine in Florida, Desmond Nee. He does this similar work that I do here in Raleigh. And I gave him credit for it the first time, but it's a CSI project now. Right?
Amen.
Amen. It really is good to be here. About 12 years ago, we had the good fortune to be able to begin an organization called Community Success Initiative, which I've had the good fortune to be executive director for the last 12 years, and it has been wonderful. I didn't wake up one morning and said, I think I'll start a nonprofit, though. After about 18 years in business, I made some poor choices of my own and ended up spending 5.5 years in prison. And because I had a good cushion to fall home on, called a wife and kids and family, my wife is here, Jackie Stan. I'd like to give her a round of applause. She says behind every successful man is a stressed out woman. But she's a lot of the reason why I stand here today.
Amen. Amen.
There's a book of Philemon in the Bible. It's very short but powerful, 25 verses. And it talks about a gentleman by the name of Onesimus. Onesimus was a thief. He had taken from his owner, Philemon, and went to prison. And he met Paul. Oh, he was there. And Paul mentored him. And sent him back. And the whole book of Philemon talks about what he was telling Philemon about his visit with Onesimus.
That's right.
He said, I know you sent me a thief, but I'm sending you back a different man.
All right. Come on.
All right. Say so.
Come on
And
now.
he said you need to treat him different too.
Come on, sir.
Says if he owes you anything, put it on my bill.
Come on.
I'll pay it when I come through. And he reminded Philemon that you ain't always been saved yourself.
That's right.
Yeah.
He says, as a matter of fact, I don't try to be all that. He says, but I kind of remember praying you through. So it's a story of second chances.
All right.
A story of re-entry. A story of treating somebody different.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stand before you long today because we've got some powerhouses behind me.
All right.
And I need you to hold on to your seats because they don't play.
All right.
They don't play. We have something that we kind of informally put together over the years called a Speakers Bureau at CSI. And it's for people who have kind of gone through some things and now they've turned their setbacks into comebacks.
Come on. Yeah.
And we kind of harness that and we kind of package it together from time to time, and today's an example of that. So I want you to really hang on because these are stories of comebacks. And not just comebacks, some kind of comebacks in remarkable kind of ways, not just regular comebacks. And now if you don't want to achieve some of your dreams and visions in life, you'll probably need to put your hands over your ears. Because once they finish, you won't have any more excuses about why you haven't achieved what you went after, right? So yeah, very briefly about community success. We're 12 years old. We work around creating support networks for people coming out of incarceration and those who find themselves kind of entangled in the criminal justice system. 80% of our team are people formerly incarcerated, and we use that word very intentionally. We do away with ex-offender language and ex-con language and ex-language. We talk about people language.
Come on.
People who went to prison and jail, people who formerly incarcerated, who wants to be known and remembered by their worst mistake, right?
Amen. Amen.
Who needs to be remembered by their worst day, right?
Come on.
Amen.
At the end of the day, we're people who made a mistake, people who have survived. And we are also, part 2 of our work is around advocacy. Big old fancy word for changing laws that are hurting people who have records. We have the good fortune to have our county commissioner here today, Ms. Holmes, Jessica Holmes. Stand give her a round of applause. She is a champion for second chances at the Wake County Board of Commissioners.
All right.
And last year we had the good fortune to partner with them at the county to you know, when you apply for a job, you got to check that box. And generally, when you check that box, you never hear from anybody again, right? Well, how about the box ain't there no more on Wake County application job?
Yeah.
Her behind-the-scenes policy work and negotiations allowed us to have a unanimous vote with the county commissioners around the banned box issue.
All right.
And she's a champion, and we'll be hearing from her maybe at the end today too. She will bring us a few comments. Okay, enough of me. Enough of me. Our first champion today is Mr. Wallace Davis. Are you here, Wallace? Yes. Let's give Wallace Davis a round of applause.